And I'm going to throw it over to Colton. How are you, brother? Thank
Yo,
you for
what's
joining
up,
us.
boys?
We got Colton Luther from the Texas Growers Podcast. You doing all right, man? How have you been?
Yo, I'm actually Colton from Texakana Organics today.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Many hats.
Thank you for bringing in those.
I don't know
good
who
hats.
that podcaster is.
Oh, all right.
Just kidding. Yeah, dude. What's up, guys? Texas Growers Podcast. Check that out. But more importantly, Texakana Organics.
1,000%. Thank you so much for bringing those goodie bags in for our competitors.
For sure.
As well. They are loving them. Those brownies that Texakana is doing.
Be careful with those.
They're perfect, man. I'm telling you. If you
Very
guys like
potent.
sweets, those are the ones. Those
Yeah,
are the
be
ones.
very careful. Don't bite off more than you can chew.
No, 100%. Everything's been going well with Texakana so far? though, as
Man,
of
we
late?
are, yes. Everything's been going well. We're trying to take over the world and expand the brand like crazy. We got this whole year to really grow exponentially across Texas and the United States, and then also fight federally in D.C. to make sure that we can keep on keeping on.
Yeah, 100%. I've heard recently that there's been a lot of drama surrounding that. I heard that something was snuck until this bill that ended the government shutdown kind of at the last minute from what I heard. You want to let the people know about that a little bit?
Yeah, basically, Congress backdoored some stuff in a appropriations bill to reopen the government. It was completely about reopening the government. It wasn't necessarily an attack on hemp, but it's the same play, right? It's the person who opened this quote-unquote loophole or opened up this industry that started this billion-dollar economy around this plant, and now they're trying to close it up and take it back. So it's the same bullshit. We have a year to operate and a year to get a new farm bill, repeal this.
A year from November 11th or 12th, if I'm not mistaken?
So we're inside the year right now. Yeah, so 360 days or so or whatever. But yeah, so a lot of work to do, but we don't think we're going anywhere. So.
And just to put a quick pause on our conversation for a second, looks like Billy's struggling over there. He had to crack some of his glass off.
Whoa, splash
No,
zone!
for real. It looks like he's getting it back together and cleaning it all up.
You burned me.
Do you feel as though this is something that Texans need to be worried about, though?
No, I don't think so. I mean, you definitely need to do your part. When you guys see that we need people to call or email representatives and repost things and get the word out, definitely help us out. But no, this is not something that we need to necessarily worry about. There's a lot of lobbyist groups, a lot of brands, a lot of people that are putting in a lot of time and money to make sure that this stuff is protected and that people's access is protected. So nothing really to worry about. Definitely a great time to keep supporting, though, your local shop like Glassmith or, your local brands like Texakana Organics.
100%. So with this backdoor legislation, do you know much of the ins and outs of it? I know that I knew hemp was reclassified. Do you know the specifics of like the amounts that's allowed, I guess, or that fall under that legislation?
So the language that's in the bill that they passed, what happened was they suspended normal rules to be able to pass something that was shady in order to open the government. In order to do that, in order to get the government open, they had to appease a lot of people, and everybody had to agree on something. So what they do to get that to happen, they usually put a lot of poison pill bullshit in there that people want. So of course nobody really knows what's in there as far as a constituent or normal person, so they can get a lot of crazy stuff through. There's a lot more things in there that are going to be of concern to people beyond just the hemp ban. But basically what it says is it bans the unregulated sale of hemp-derived cannabinoids over 0.4 milligrams of CBD. So virtually it's a de facto ban because that's pretty much impossible. You can't even get like a fiber plant out of the ground with that limited range of CBD, nonetheless, any cannabinoids. So it is a de facto ban, but it's something, if you read the way that it says unregulated sale. So that word to me says as long as the sale is regulated by the state, that maybe that's where things are going, or that's where we can have some success fighting this. But yeah, they didn't necessarily go through the regular channels of passing legislation like they normally would, like we saw here, right? When we had that big fight, like they were trying to get bills passed through the normal process, which is going through the state or the Senate or the House, and then going through the other side, and then going to the governor. With this, it was a little different because they were trying to streamline things to get the government open. It's kind of shitty, but it's kind of the way that Congress works. So they gave us a year, so now we have a lot of work to do to make sure that things go our way.
Are you aware of any current efforts from either the state government or state representation to protect farmers and local businesses like the Glassmith, like Texakana, and everything like that?
Yeah, so on a federal level, we actually had conversations with Senator Ted Cruz. We were able to basically introduce him to farmers and to business owners that had a lot of stake in this and flip his mentality on this. And we saw that he actually sided with Rand Paul and did not vote for this and tried to protect our industry. So that's something that we've seen on a state-wise. I mean, we're still in rulemaking, so they're still trying to decide, like, the age gate thing, how we're going to check IDs, how we're going to verify all that stuff. Like, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes with the rulemaking, but there's no active attack on what we're doing. It's still the same old. They're making rules. They're working with the TABC to figure some things out, but there's no real developments as of right now. The government's slow, by the way.
Things definitely take time. What can we expect over the next year as, legislation begins to get processed and things get changed, I guess?
So on the state, we're going to finish rulemaking. I'm sure the state is not going to make any real large changes to this industry. Congress, on a federal level, doesn't have sessions. It's always working. They can pass legislation all the time. So that's going to be, a year seems like it's short, but there's a lot that can happen in a year when it's active every week. Yeah. So what we will see, I'm sure, is potentially a new farm bill, potentially a new legislation that repeals or redefines things and nullifies language in the CR that they did pass, and it'll change the landscape a little bit. So I don't think that there will be a ban at the end of the year.
Okay. Well, that's definitely good news to hear, and hopefully that keeps our viewers and consumers in high spirits as things, as we try to navigate this change. And
one thing is clear: this was a huge step backwards for cannabis as a whole, no matter how people feel about the hemp market. But I think constituents see that. They see that this is a step backwards. Not prohibition is not on anyone's radar these days in the 21st century like this.
But seeing as this is a glass blowing show, Colton Luther, you ever aspire to be a glass blower? Want to blow some glass?
I don't know.
No?
I mean, I'm seeing it and I'm interested, but I just don't really like burning the fuck out of myself.
Nah,
so, that'll happen.
That'll happen.
Yeah. So, or cutting myself, or any of the other dangers.
Nah.
My hands, you can tell I gotta take good care of these things. So.
If you work with it on the day-to-day, it'll happen. But if you only take a few lessons here and there, the odds of it happening are a lot less. Well, Fargo, you're a different breed of glass blower.
No, I mean, I definitely am interested now, thanks to the Glass Man Standing. I mean, getting to see it from the front row like this is definitely intriguing. And I see glass in a new light. Like, I used to be new piece of Chinese glass every week, smoke on it, then break it. You don't have to clean it. It's not a big deal. And then I started to care about the quality of product I was consuming. And so I quickly realized better glass was required for that. And then that started the whole thing. So maybe one day.
One day. I hear we're going to get you in soon.
We can do it.
We're going to get you in.
I hear you guys do classes.
We do.
Yeah, I saw you how to make a marble and a coin.
Let's do it. You got to start somewhere.
Yeah, that's where most of our free classes
I've
start.
lost all my marbles and I need some coin.
Yeah, well, there you go.